When humanity first looked at the sky, the stars were treated as gods, guides, or mere lights in the void. By the 21st century, they had been reduced to objects of science, burning spheres of gas so far away their light took centuries to reach us. But that belief shattered the night. Dr. Evelyn Cross made her discovery. She had been studying stellar flickers, the irregular dimming of certain stars, assuming they were caused by cosmic dust or orbiting exoplanets. Yet one particular star, known blandly as KX 1192, blinked in a way that no natural phenomenon could explain. At first, she dismissed it as faulty equipment, but night after night, it blinked again, each time in the same pattern: long, short, short, long, almost like a pulse, almost like a code. Evelyn spent sleepless weeks analyzing the signal, ignoring colleagues who scoffed at her obsession. It wasn't just one star. When she widened her search, she realized that dozens, no, hundreds of stars across the sky were flickering in synchronized sequences. It was as if the entire night sky was a vast network of beacons, each light sending fragments of some hidden message. The revelation was intoxicating and terrifying. She dared not publish it. Instead, she encrypted her files, fearing what governments or corporations might do with such knowledge. Her doubts grew when a stranger contacted her. He claimed to represent an independent observatory, but his knowledge of her research was too precise. He didn't ask her questions. He warned her. "You are not the first to notice," he said coldly through a scrambled call, and the last who did vanished. Evelyn's hands trembled. She considered abandoning her work, but curiosity overpowered fear. What kind of civilization could use entire stars to communicate, and why had their messages been ignored for so long? She pushed deeper into the code. Hours melted into days, and finally she realized the stars weren't random letters but coordinates, points on Earth itself. Shock surged through her. The messages weren't just distant greetings, they were instructions, guiding humanity to specific locations across the planet. Ancient ruins, forgotten temples, remote mountain ranges. She cross-checked one of the coordinates and froze. It was the Nazca Desert in Peru, home to the giant geoglyphs carved into the earth, visible only from the sky. Suddenly it clicked. The stars weren't just messages now, they had always been messages. The patterns had been left in the heavens for millennia, long before humans had the tools to read them. Driven by a mixture of fear and awe, Evelyn traveled to one of the sites alone. In the desert, beneath a canopy of silent stars, she found an ancient stone chamber buried in sand. Inside was no treasure, no alien artifact, only walls carved with the same patterns of flickering she had tracked in the sky. The chamber was a mirror of the cosmos, etched with precision as if whoever built it had wanted her to understand. "We are watching, we are waiting." But something else caught her eye. The final sequence of symbols translated not into coordinates, but into words. It was unmistakable, even in the strange angular script. She whispered it aloud in disbelief. "Not stars, warnings." Her mind raced. The flickering wasn't communication in the sense she had thought. It was an alarm system, a universal siren broadcast across light years. Humanity hadn't been receiving a friendly greeting. They had been intercepting distress calls, desperate signals that stretched across the universe. If that was true, then something was coming, or something was already here. On her way back from the chamber, Evelyn noticed the stars again. Only now, they didn't twinkle with their familiar comforting rhythm. They pulsed faster, brighter, as if responding directly to her discovery. She felt exposed beneath them, like eyes were staring down through the vast dark. When she returned to her hotel, a sealed envelope waited under her door. No name, no address, only a single line written in precise handwriting. "You've decoded enough, do not look any further." Her breath caught. She turned instinctively toward the window, toward the sky, and for the first time in her life, she wished the stars would simply disappear.